Recognizing when something is working and going back to it. I think sometimes we try our best to play hard and play aggressive, but there are moments when we don't need to necessarily. We just need to get to space. Get to space and get to the spots that are working. And I feel like this has kind of been something year long that we can be better at, just being pros and understanding, okay, that worked, let's do it again. This mismatch is working, let's go at that. And recognizing that as a group for us to be able to really play the game within the game. I think if I could determine like a through line, it might just be that the discipline and the focus that's required for us to make the smaller plays consistently over the course of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that we can make the big ones. We've been making the big ones for a while now. It's kind of the small ones that add up in the end. And I know that everyone today and in the last few weeks can think of one, even in the win, can think of one thing that they could have done better. And I think that those small things are, in my opinion, are really the difference maker, not just in flipping these single-digit losses into wins, but also, perhaps creating a cushion so that it's not just a 1 or 2 possession loss.
Yeah, along with 56 points in the paint and also 14 fast break points, I think these are areas where we've been pretty consistent in. The other thing I thought we were doing early was getting to the free throw line. Kind of didn't happen the same in the second half, but a lot of positive things. Our pace is pretty high. We've been getting a lot of good shots, more shots than our opponents. Got to be a little bit more efficient in that area. Good minutes from, a lot of people. And so for this road trip, I think we can try to stack some days. It starts in Chicago, making sure we have that same mindset with continuing to attack, get into the paint. We've been sharing the ball pretty well, and our turnovers have been low. So staying in that pocket of basketball and trying to get some stops defensively as well. I talked about it before the game. When she's a facilitator, I think the stat is like averaging 10 plus assists. I think they're like 10, so we're now 11 and something when she's in that area. So wanting to be, not saying we want her to score, but kind of make her a scorer in that capacity and eliminate everyone else getting involved. But she's physical, she's smart, and she makes timely plays. And so, when you have an athlete like that who plays hard every possession, she's going to continue to impact the game the way that she does. And she did all 3 things at a high level. But I thought, for the most part, we were engaged with the coverages there. It just she knocked her shots into. They're top in the league for a reason. I thought that we didn't extend that beyond was the biggest lead 9. That's basketball. That game of runs, and we've been in this pocket of playing ahead, behind, and all of these things. And so you think about it just being how the game lends. Don't think about anything but being in that moment. And after the game, maybe think, it is difficult to play a game in which you're constantly trying to play from behind. But these guys are pros. We've been through a plethora of different type of games. It's not going to always be one way. And unfortunately for us, we have a lot of sample size of this. And so I know it's going to pay dividends at some point. I just have to continue to, stay positive. It's good. A lot of parity in the league. It's matchups and all the things that go into, playing whoever. And I think our fans have been great. I think, our players have played played at their best. Not out here trying to not hit shots and not complete and win games. I think we're giving our all. And it's a little bit, we've had these tough games, these tight games at home. On the road, I don't know the stat of how close, games have been, but not sure why it's difficult at home. But we're on the road for a long time, and hopefully we can kind of get on the road.